Greetings, YouTube. So I've been thinking a whole lot about this whole anti-woke narrative that the Republicans have been pushing lately. And of course, they're using woke as another dog whistle. Like school busing was used at one time, or welfare queen was used at another time, or now they just say urban to mean, black. Or they talk about globalists to mean, Jewish people. But woke is an anti-woke or just new dog whistles, and when they get tired, they'll move on to another one. Um, but it's being baked into some of the legislation that's being tossed out there by the GOP, and it's been, had quite a quite solid legs for DeSantis lately. Um, and I understand that anti-woke means anti-respect. If you explain to someone that woke just means that you respect someone else's lived experience and understand how that is impacted their lives and how that lived experience was caused by issues that our society is just not dealing with, um, that's really hard to argue with. If you frame it in it's an act of respecting someone else's experience and the circumstances that led them to that experience, racism, misogyny, homophobia, transphobia, xenophobia, you name it. The United States has got ample supplies of all of it. But if you frame it as anti-respect, that's a harder sell than anti-woke. Now, I understand that there are folks in the red cap community that would be quite pleased if you were just to be open and honest about it and say it was anti-respect. They'd be okay with that because they don't respect black people and brown people and yellow people and native people. They don't respect women's autonomy. They don't respect other religions. They don't respect transgender people or gay people. The only people that they care about are the cis, straight, white, Christian men. That's it. Those are the ones that they respect because that's how they view themselves as being like, they're the peak of the evolutionary ladder. And except of course they aren't. That's not how evolution works. But they'd be okay if you just said anti-respect. But that doesn't sell with those mythical people in the middle, because I'm really baffled how anyone can be politically in the middle in America right now. I've never seen sharper lines defining the two positions that are currently arguing with each other in America. On the one hand, you have people say that everyone should possess civil liberties and human rights. On the other hand, you have a group saying, no, no, only we should have civil liberties and human rights. Everyone else should just be dead or under our control. Those are not equal positions. They're very clearly defined as the one group is our progressives, or at least liberal, and the other group, they're out and out fascists. And I use that word accurately. If you look at the legislation that they support and has been signed into law, if you look at the positions they take, if you look at the rhetoric they spew, they're fascists. But never forget that anti-woke means anti-respect. And that's a harder sell with the folks in the middle. That's why they call it anti-woke, because that obscures the issue. It puts a nice little shiny name on it, except it isn't nice and shiny. It's just bigotry and hatred. And that is a harder sell with the folks in the middle. And I'm hoping come 2024, those folks don't sign up with the red caps.